Welcome to another video. I'm Russ TCG, and today going to bring back the Meta Monday slash Meta Tuesday because it's been a while that I didn't make a Meta Monday video, and the reason was because I was super busy after the Montreal Regionals. I went to Riftbound Regional Qualifier in Vancouver, in Utrecht, and also I'm going to Hartford next week. So it's quite busy, but I'll be mainly focusing back onto Gundam after this weekend because Riftbound going to be the end of set and there will be nothing much big event to go. So right now I call it more like the mid-season meta call and to see what's happening for the remaining of the season, remaining of the set, because we have the EB01 coming out in about, let's say, two weeks, and we have exactly 1 month before GDO5 comes out. So I will do like a quite recap of since my last Meta Monday until today, what has happened. There's like, I think 4 regionals happened in Latin America. There's one, I'm not sure where that is. It's in Peoria regionals. There's another tag games. There's a Florida regionals that one boy, I think he topped 32. So big shout out to him in Florida. He's my Orlando crew. And also there's a Paris regionals that happened last weekend with only 111 players. So that's not much, but it's a good thing to just go over everything and just to see what's happening in current meta. So, and also I didn't play much for the past like 2-3 weeks, but I play online a lot. So shout out to WUS WUS International. We got sold international. LeBron, thank you for him to inviting me into that international tournament. So if you guys have been watching the WUS International online tournament, I've been playing Vulture, Purple White Barbados Lupus. I'm playing green white. I went back to green white wing because I think the main reason was because I really wanted to play my Kiras and my L Strikes SPs. I'm trying to get all of them like to bling out the deck. So I went back to wing 0 and it's actually fun. I like the deck. I enjoy it. It's my style of playing. So I'm playing multiple different decks online. The main reason is now it's like a quick rent. I think I registered to over 10 or 15 store originals, and I only got into, I think, like 4 of them, and one that I actually participated because I was available, and the 4 that I got in, I was not able to go because it was at the same time as the store originals, and I didn't get into any that I was actually free to attend. So I really don't like the way that Bandai is allowing us to join some tournament into like a random waitlist compared to how the NTC is, because I'm not gonna drive like, let's say 4 or 5 hours to go to Toronto to attend a store championship if I'm not guaranteed to get in. And there's some stores who's doing like some weird stuff that force you to buy online tickets, and even if you got into the raffle, you don't get into the tournament because you didn't buy the ticket online, which is, I think some of those stores got into trouble. But it just sucks that for the past like 5 weeks I didn't get the chance to play into any store originals, that I didn't get my invite yet. So I still need to fight for the next couple of months to try to get my Nats invite, and that's what I try to fight for right after all the Riftbound regionals, which is the last one before August, which is in Barcelona, but I'm gonna go to Hartford this weekend. So if you guys are playing Riftbound, I hope you guys are gonna come say hi. I post a lot of updates about my records and how I do and what deck I'm playing on X / Twitter. So if you guys can give me a follow on Twitter, that will be insane. So I'm gonna cut the short talking, but if you guys been asking what I've been doing lately, Gundam is still my main game. Riftbound is my other half game. So I'm trying to bounce between both of them, but it's just very hard because whenever Gundam release a set, Riftbound release a set right 1 week after or a week before. So I need to spend money, and also I need to focus on which one based on my schedule and based on what big tournament is coming up, because I'm a very competitive person and I like to join the most competitive tournaments, try to win prizes. And this weekend I got a Volibear medal card. Very happy. Did really well. So I have a couple of vlogs on the backlog. So I have my Montreal vlogs, I have my Orlando vlogs, I have Vancouver for Riftbound, Utrecht for Riftbound, and also Hartford this weekend. So I will have like, let's say 5 vlogs that are gonna come out in the next like 5 weeks, one by one. I've been saying that for like the past 2 weeks, but let's jump into what we're seeing for the originals. So we're gonna start for where we left off, which is the Latin America originals, which is the clan. That was the most surprising thing ever. This is the clan deck right here. I feel that that's the most surprising. The only thing that I really remember is he dodged all the aggro deck. So I'm not sure if he would have won the originals if he went to at least like 2-3 aggro deck. So I still truly believe that aggro is the main meta right now until GTO 5. So right here, this clan deck might struggle if he goes into aggro, because I don't think he has any blockers. There's a couple of removal, like the red Gundam and also like the breach unit over here. Like I don't think he have any like he has like pings, but he won't survive until turn 4. So most likely he's gonna lose like half of his shield already. So I don't think that this deck will survive any big aggro deck. So like Wing Zero, I know that Latin America, they love Wing Zero, Barbados. I play against multiple Latin America players online in the WUS International League. So you guys should go check out their channel. I'll link it inside the description. So I hope you guys are gonna support them, subscribe, and also give them a shout out or something if you want to. But there's all the top players in the world are playing that tournament. So yeah, so Barbados, Wing Zero, Ligue Militaire. I feel that Ligue Militaire was good for the past couple of weeks because people were not used to the deck, but people are actually able to understand the deck and know what to do and what not to do. So I don't feel that Ligue Militaire is as good as before because it catch people off guard. Over here, let's go to the Peoria Regionals. Over here, the breakdown, like blue perp, there's 91, so 22% of the field was blue perp, and there's 7 of them that topped, so almost 10%, like almost 10% of the blue perp topped. So right here, let's go down. Right here, so Banshee Control won the regionals, and you have like blue perp, Ligue Militaire, like triple Ligue Militaire, another blue perp. So there's a total of 7 out of 15 players who made it. So that's quite a lot. And 3 out of 8 deck that was blue perp in the top 8. So that says a lot about how blue perp is still the dominant deck. And if we look quickly at the Banshee deck, like this is like a special build, like it's different. They're playing Gundam Exia, which is a very good card, but I feel like it's quite late because it's turn 3 costing 2. So it gets the job done, it removes the units, but it's almost similar to like a blocker. But like if you play this, most likely if you play against another blue perp or anything that pings 1, like just like adapt, just gonna kill it right after that because you play that on turn 3 and your opponent gonna play most likely adapt, or they're gonna go like Mika, first form Mika, and they're just gonna pop it. So you just lost a unit on turn 2/turn 3, depending on you go first or go second. So I'm not a big fan of that card, and they play like close combat, improved techniques. So I think that those are like quite good, but it's like anti aggro. So I'm not a big fan of the Exia, but I guess if he won, it means something to this deck. So let's go back to the meta right here. And we have the Florida. So big shout out to Wong Boy. He made up 32. And over here we have 109. So 20% of the field were playing blue perp, 20% playing blue white, and 93 are playing green white, and blue green, red white, only 9%. So I get it. Like 25% of the top cut was Barbados Rush, and 25%, which is another quarter, which is Wing Zero, and there's two was a Justice Blocker, so red white, and we have a Xeon Aggro, and yep, that's mostly it. And I just still feel that blue perp is dominating the current meta with Justice Blocker. That's just like a too bricky deck for me. Like I feel like 2 weeks or a week with Justice Blocker, not Justice Blocker, like red white blocker, and I was not a big fan of it because it was just bricky. Like if you don't get your burst, close combat, or anything that pings from the burst, and you don't get your early units or your early ping in your hand, you most likely lost the game. So right here, let's look quickly. Yeah, you have your blockers, you have the close combat, you have your improved technique, you have your early blockers, but if you don't get it on curve and your opponent gets Gundam Amuro, Adapt Nika, like it's very, very rough. Everything on curve and you cannot stop it. And let's say if you don't get your Sword Strike, I think Sword Strike is the best card to stop aggro. If you have your blocker on curve and you get your Kira and Sword Strike, that's everything that you need in order to stop aggro, but you need to get it. So if you get Sword Strike without Kira, you lose. You get Kira without Sword Strike, you lose. So vice versa, it's RNG. Like that's how I call it. Like I always say 60% skills, 40% luck. And if I compare the game to, let's say, Riftbound, I think Riftbound it's 80% skills and 20% luck, because there's a huge difference in the skills gap between pro players and the normal player. So that's how I see it, and I feel that when Gundam gonna hit set 5, I think skill is gonna be more dominant, but we'll never know until we see it. So you guys let me know what you think about Gundam, but I feel like the 40% RNG is quite high. Let's go back here and let's go see the last regionals. There's only 111 players in Paris. I'm actually surprised that they don't have 111 players in Paris, but it is what it is. There's 50% of the top cut, it's aggro. Like I feel the reason why it was because the low amount of players, and there's like 8 rounds. So that's why like the skewed of the statistics, it's a little bit like dominant in Barbados, because you have not many players, but you have high amount of players playing aggro. So for sure, like half of them each round gonna make it to the next round, which is still gonna be undefeated, and it will just like keep multiplying like that. And playing 8 rounds like this, I feel that Rush gonna just statistically speaking, they're gonna make it to the top cut. I think that Barbados Rush is the most consistent deck if the limiting on the amount of rounds you're gonna go through. So it makes sense that 50% of them made it. There's only 2 Wing Zero, which is 13%, and everything else is like 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And Clan made it also again. Green Red Clan was 3rd place. So let's see the 3rd place Clan deck. Yep. I think Clan, I think GDO2 or GDO3, I made a Clan deck undefeated. I think Clan is a very good deck, but we're missing the early 1 weenies. So we need more weenies that are Clan to make this deck work. So hopefully they're going to release more 1-drop weenies to bring Clan into like a highly competitive deck. But I think that's what they're going to do, because Clan is like the baby of Bandai, so we'll see about that. And so right now, let's jump into my grid. So like I said, this is the same grid as the one that I set in May 18. and right now we're June 16, so we're almost like a month since my last Meta Monday. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring the 1 Year War aggro to tier S. I will bring Wing Zero to tier S, and I feel that League Militaire is not as good as what I think it is. It's a very good deck, but I don't think that it's a tier S because the matchup is not insane. It's not good against overall everything. You can do a lot of trades against aggro, but if aggro's aggroing you out and they're just gonna keep pinging your tokens, like they don't even care about your tokens because your token cannot attack shield. So they're just gonna remove your big units, remove your draws, and it's done. And I feel like League Militaire, back to my last video that you guys were not really happy about, that I mentioned that what gonna counter aggro. So what I specifically mentioned was Sword Strike Kira was the best card to counter aggro. So any white deck playing Sword Strike Kira with silver bullets and anything that counters ping and preventing people to rest your units, so high HP units, will beat aggro. So those are the cards that I think that you need to play if you hate aggro. So Sword Strike inside of Wing Zero. I'm playing a 4 copy of Sword Strike, so that's what you actually need to stop aggro. But not only stopping aggro, you're stopping League Militaire with their tokens because you just kind of use your Sword Strike, you swing into a unit, you killed it, and you bounce another one. So it's a 2-for-1 and you force them to take care of it. So Sword Strike is just so good that it's just overall good into like the current meta. And so I think like nothing much changed over here. Like I feel like all of those decks are still like maintaining the tier A. And yes, I told you guys that I'm gonna release the video for the purple white Vulture and also the purple white Barbados and also the purple white Destiny and the red purple Destiny. So those are all coming. I don't feel like the deck is good enough at the moment, but I'll just share the deck list as soon as possible. I'll try to invite the Virginia champs to collaborate on the video about the Vulture because I cannot take credit for that deck. He made that deck and I performed quite well with it. I almost won a new type challenge with, and a lot of you guys have been asking for the deck list. So I'm looking forward to do that. So I cannot release the video without the creator approving it. So we'll see if he allows me to share the deck list, but we're gonna go over it like this. So today's video quite short, and this is just what I am showcasing the tier list of GDO4, and we're gonna go over GDO5 very shortly in less than 2 weeks. So I'm not sure gonna do another Meta Monday until EB01, but I will do like a breakdown maybe next Monday about what I think about EB01 and what to expect into the cards. I know that the list was made for 2v2, but I will see like how we're gonna incorporate those cards into the 1v1 meta. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and also I have the green-white Wing Zero already released. I also have the green-white Wing Zero video releasing tomorrow, but if you guys are members, you guys can actually take a look into it and you can watch it already if you're members. It's available on my channel, but if you're not a member and you can wait till tomorrow, you guys can just watch it tomorrow or Thursday. I believe I scheduled the video for Thursday. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and I'll continue making Gundam content. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. On to the next one.